What is the first temple built with single rock? Kailasa Temple at Ellora. What is the first newspaper in India? The Bengal Gazette, 1780. Who is the first IAS officer of India? Satyendranath Tagore. What is the first church in India? St. Thomas Church, Palayur. What is the first dam of India? Kallanai Dam. What is the first Hindi newspaper in India? Udant Martan, 30 May 1826. Who is the first woman IPS officer in India? Kiran Bedi. What is the first silent movie in India? Raja Harishchandra. Who is the first female entrepreneur in India? Kalpana Saroj. What is India's first university? Nalanda University. What is the first post office opened in India? Kolkata, 1727. What is the first mosque in India? Cheraman Juma Mosque, Metala. What is the first Indian temple with interconnected structures? Brihadishwara Temple, Tamil Nadu. Who is the first Indian to reach Antarctica? Lieutenant Ramcharan. Who is the first Indian judge in International Court of Justice? Dr. Nagendra Singh. Who is the first British to visit India? Thomas Roy. Who was the first Chinese pilgrim to visit India? Fa Hein. What was the first wax statue of living Indian? Mahatma Gandhi at Madame Tussauds in 1939. Who was the first lady to become Miss World? Rita Faria. First man who introduced the printing press in India? James Hickey. Who was the first woman ambassador? Miss C.B. Muttamma. Who was the first person to reach Mount Everest without oxygen? Sherpa Anga Dorji. Who was the first woman chairperson of Indian Airlines? Sushma Chawla. Who was the first woman Chief Justice of the High Court? Mrs. Leela Seth, Himachal Pradesh High Court. Who was the first Indian pilot in India? J.R.D. Tata. Who was the first Indian to develop an airplane? Shivkar Bapuji Talpade. Who was the first female doctor in India? Rukmabai Bhimrao Rawat. What was the first genetically modified food product in India? BT eggplant hybrid. Banned. Who was the first Indian chess Grandmaster? Vishwanathan Anand. Who was the first transgender mayor of India? Madhubai Kinnar.